What's up, everybody? This is your boy LJ here again on episode number 3, number tres. That's my bad Spanish. But anyway, hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I'm getting some good views, good amount of views for just starting. So I want to thank everybody for all your support and everything. Go ahead and like the page, like the YouTube page. After you watch this video, go ahead and click subscribe. Everybody loves YouTube. I'm all about the YouTube. But so another announcement. Next Saturday, I'll be back on Jam OKC 86, doing my radio show, the best hip hop radio station on the planet. It is an online radio station, and if you ain't listening to it, you need to go listen to it right now. You can listen to. We're gonna have an app. Probably next week. We're gonna put the app out there probably next week. So go ahead and check that out. And remember again, Cowboys haters, Dallas Cowboys haters. If you are haters of the Cowboys, I'm gonna give you 10 minutes. You can text me, call me, and let me know why you hate the Cowboys, and let me know your team. If you tell me the Buccaneers or the Falcons, somebody, you better tell me somebody that got a Super Bowl. I know that. If you don't, I'm gonna laugh at you. But we can still have a conversation, like I say always. But anyway, once again, I want to thank everybody for supporting me. I want give a big shout out to Grace Johnson. Daddy loves you. And Shimona, I love you too. But anyway, so what we're going to talk about today. We'll talk about the black community. And something that my wife asked me this morning. She was watching a video where someone posted. I don't know if I don't know if it was some girls fighting or some kids fighting. I don't really know who it was, but it was a group of black people fighting, and somebody was videotaping it with their phone. And my wife asked me, she said, "Why do we videotaping each other fighting each other? Why would we do that? Why would we videotape and post?" And some of the stuff is Facebook Live and Instagram. Why would we post these things about each other? You know, and I thought about it for like 5 minutes. That's a good question, man. Why do we do that? Especially with everything going on now. You know, we got the Black Lives Matters movement. We got the Black Caucus. We got all these different things that about the let's see, what is that? I forgot the name of that word that I hear the Black Lives Matters using and Black Caucus using all the time. Is it called recession? No, not recession. Somebody comment on the comment below what I'm trying to say, the word I'm looking for. But we have a lot of things going on where black people are starting to come together on things and talk about how we don't have the upper hand in this, and we're kind of second class citizens in a lot of areas. So I'm saying that. I'm not saying that, but I'm seeing that happen across the board, whether you're looking on Facebook, social media, news. I'm hearing pastors say it. I'm hearing black leaders say it. I'm hearing some politicians say it. Now I know it is a politician, but I'm hearing some people of great authority say it, right? That black people need to rise up, and we need to come against the racism and all that stuff and the prejudice and everything. So she asked me that question, and I was like, why? I don't know why we would do that if we're supposed to come together and now is the time, quote unquote. So I posted the question on Facebook and I could tell everybody what my topic would be, and I had some good comments come out. It was a great discussion because I want this to be a discussion. I want to create a discussion, and just to let you guys know, I like to talk about things nobody wants to talk about. That's just how I am. I probably get it from my dad because he does the same thing. He'll call me, "Boy, what you doing with your money? Huh? What you doing with your money? What's going on with you?" Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about bills. Yeah, I'm paying my bills. Yeah, but my my dad do this. I probably get it from my dad. But I love to talk about topics no one wants to talk about, and so this and so uh, one of the comments was the black community, people that black educated black people that grow up in the black community, they move out. They are taught to move out, and they don't support or put their money in the black community when they leave. And so and that was a good point. That was a good point, and that's also something that I've heard said in the past. But my 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 question is, what defines a black community? Because there's two black communities in Oklahoma City that I'm aware of that really doesn't need any help. I'm not gonna say the names, but there's two black communities in this city of Oklahoma City that doesn't need any help from anybody. They're doing just fine. So when you say black community, is it the low income? Is it Section 8 housing? Is it? I'm trying to get an understanding of what do we define as a black community? But because those two black communities that I spoke of, they don't need any help. So what do we define as a black community? Second, why if people are being taught not to support or stay in the black community once they get their education, once they get a bachelor's degree, because we're taught to, in America, I mean all over the world, but in America, if you don't have a bachelor's degree or a high school diploma or some type of education, higher education, it's going to be hard to do a lot of things that you want to do. And you don't necessarily have to have that, but that's something that people strive to do. They strive to get a degree, strive to get at least an associate's degree. And so if people are moving away from the black community, if they're being taught, now as far as being taught, I think that's a matter of opinion. And I know some people that's been taught. I'm not going to necessarily teach my daughter to do it, but what I will teach her is to show the love of Christ and to be smart. I will teach her how to evangelize, how to read the Bible as far as what the Bible says about evangelizing and discipleship and things of that nature. And I will teach her those things, but I will not teach her to not support a particular race. I will not do that. But I do know for a fact some parents are teaching their kids not to do that. Now, so those are the two questions that I was asking on Facebook, and so why, if people are leaving the black community, why are we leaving? Why are blacks, educated black Americans leaving and they're not supporting? If that is what is truly happening, then why is that? That's the question that I want to ask, and I will give my opinion. But I want you guys to comment on the video. Put your comments out there. So this is why I think black Americans, African Americans, leave once they're educated, because they're scared. Okay, I just put myself out there. Okay, I don't live in a predominantly black community. Okay, I live in a suburb area. It's a suburb, and it's low crime in that little area that I am, in the block that I am. Let's see, in the housing addition that I am, it's low crime. It's low crime. I don't even hear anything. I don't even hear any sirens. And that's what I want my family to grow up in. Okay, I want my family, I want my child to grow up in a community where she doesn't have to worry about seeing someone sell drugs or seeing some activity that's just criminal activity or just really, really negative and like degrading towards someone's character or personality. I don't want to get too deep into a personality, character, and something like that. But as far as for me, I don't want my daughter to grow up in something like that. So if that's the black community, if that's the white community, if that's a Hispanic community, whatever community that is, it's another, I think it's a mosquito over here, but whatever community, whatever race, I don't care who's in that community. I do not want my daughter in that, and that's how I feel about it. Now, there just so happens to be a black community in the suburb that's low income or whatever. That's why I ask. That's defined as the black community, because I don't want to just say just because a community is low income and it's predominantly black, that's a black community, because that's not true. There's two communities in this city that's predominantly black, and I know for a fact they don't need help from nobody. So let's define the black community for one. What are we saying? And then another conversation will be, why come that black community that does need help not helping the black communities that you saying do? But anyway, that's another conversation for another day. And I'm not trying to come hard at nobody. I'm not. All I'm doing is trying to spark a conversation out there. Let's live in reality. Let's talk about what's really going on, because that's what I like to do. My wife will tell you that, And so she asked me that question, and it just got me thinking, why is that? Why are we not supporting each other? That's another comment that my mentor said on Facebook. He said that we're not supporting each other's businesses, and we're just not supporting each other as a whole. But I know it's been like that for a long time, right? I don't want to sound. I'm trying to be careful what I say about businesses, because I know how hard it is to get a business and to get a business going and to get customers and everything. So I don't want to say, hey, just because you're not getting together with those people over here down the street or around the corner, or if you have a barbershop and there's another barbershop across the street and you're not coming together with them and putting your money together, then you're wrong. I don't want to say that because I know how hard it is. But I do want to say, as far as economic growth, in my personal testimony, what I've seen is people that put their money together, put their finances together, put their resources together, families that come together, they are more successful on a big scale of things as far as business goes. So if that's something that I'm not powerful enough, I'm just one man, but that's why I'm sparking the conversation, because maybe somebody out there that is got a little bit more power than me, politician out there, judge, whatever, somebody that's got a, and that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to do this YouTube channel, because I want to spark some conversations out there that will kind of help us kind of just live in reality a little bit on some things, But so that's defining the black community is really the question I want to answer. Like, what is a black community? What is it? Like I said, there's two communities in this city, and in a lot of cities there's these type, and there's probably more than two. It's just two that I really know of, because I've been there, and I spent some time there, and I got some friends there, and they don't need help from anybody. Okay, so what I mean don't need help from people, I mean they don't need. They probably don't even need the city coming in and cleaning up the streets and making new pavement, and they probably can pay for that themselves. Okay, they don't need help. Okay, they don't need the city to the property manager of the city to lower the rental rates, and they're not renting there. They own those houses. So, but as far as me, as a parent, as a husband, I do not want my child and my wife to be in a community that has high crime or this activity that I don't agree with. You know, that I see that's a threat to my family. If I see some activity, and I study a lot. I study crime stats, and I grew up in this city as well, so I kind of know where some stuff be happening at. I know where it goes down. Okay, and so I don't want my kid, my daughter coming out and playing in the front yard, and it's a bunch of cussing and stuff going on all over the streets and stuff. You know, up and down the street. That this house over there, that house over there, that house right there, and that house over there. You know, it's just, I don't care what race it is. So it just happens to be a predominantly black community. Then yeah, I don't want my child there. Okay. So, but anyway, sorry about the long video. Just wanted to spark conversation out there. Define the black community for me, and if we are taught, if educated black people are taught to leave the black community, why? Why do you think they're taught that? You know, is it distrust towards each other? And that's why the question I asked on my Facebook post is, do we despise each other? Okay. I don't know why we would broadcast something so negative with our race when all the things that's going on right now. I'm trying to do the Black Lives Matter movement, and I still can't get that word. Dang. It's not recession. Doesn't it sound like recession? I don't know. I don't know. What is I can't remember that word. But yeah, so define that and tell me why you think that black Americans are taught to leave the community. So anyway, that's the end of this video. I'll be back on here tomorrow. Remember next week, next Saturday morning from 8 to 10, the LJEh show will be back on at Jam OKC 86, the best radio station, hip-hop radio station on the planet. But I love y'all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. God loves you, and I just thank you for all your support. All right, love you guys. See you tomorrow.